everybody, welcome to Late Late Show. Today, unfortunately, James can't come, but don't worry about it. I will be the presenter today. So today we have a really special guest, and obviously it's not related that James can come. It's not my fault. I swear it. Okay, so let's give an applause from the talented, the charismatic, the narcissistic, one of my personal favorites. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not Harry Styles, it's Louis Tomlinson! If you are as old as me, you probably know him like a member of One Direction. You should know One Direction. One Direction is an old boy band, then became popular during the 2010s. But no, he is more than a member of One Direction. He really improved his own music career as a solo artist. He have a lot of different songs with a lot of different styles to offer to us. In my opinion, you just should to give him an opportunity and enjoy his music because he really improved himself. So now you know our special guest, but you really know him? Well, if you don't, or if you are not sure, I will prepare a little bit report about him. So now we go with you, Noelle. Louis Tomlinson is a British singer and songwriter who started his career being part of the boy band One Direction. But do you really know the person behind the artist? Well, if you want to know a little bit more about him and his life, stay with me in this informative class to know more about Louis Tomlinson. Louis William Tomlinson was born as Louis Troy Austin on December 24 in 1991. He was born in a little city called Doncaster that is located in the south of Yorkshire in England. Louis William Tomlinson was born as Louis Troy Austin on 24th of December of 1991. He was born in a little city called Doncaster that is located in the south of Yorkshire in England. Louis' parents were Joanna Deakin and Troy Austin, but unfortunately, his biological parent, Troy Austin, left him and his mother when he was just 10 days old. But her mother got remarried a little time later with his stepfather, which is Mark Tomlinson. That's why he take the last name Tomlinson, and he changed Austin for Tomlinson. Louis had in totally 7 half siblings, 5 half sisters and a half brother by his mother, and 1 half sister by his biological dad. For his beginnings, he appeared on TV for the first time in 26 in a movie called If I Had You. Her mother also worked in the UK TV show called Fat Friends, and which also James Corden participated. So James have a lot of funny anecdotes talking about that he and Louis play football because Louis was the only kid on the set. Also, talking a little bit more about music, he used to have a YouTube channel where he uploads some covers of his favorite bands. One of the videos that have more visits of his channel is a cover of the song Look After You by The Fray. And a curious thing, The Fray and The Killers are his favorite bands. He started his music career in One Direction, but why did he end in One Direction? Well, he ended in One Direction because he went to the UK talent show contest called The X Factor. He has been participated at twice until he passed to the next round and he can present a song to the judge. He presented Hey There Delilah by Planway Diaz and he got 3 yeses from the judge. Under his effort, he wasn't enough good to continue in the category of solo artist. So the judge decided to put him into a band that the judge create with some guys that are in the same situation as Louis. So this band have the name of One Direction, and it was composed by Louis Tomlinson, Harry Styles, Liam Payne, Zayn Malik, and Niall Horan. One Direction is starting to become popular around the world. So the guys are starting to win awards like the Brit Awards. That was one of the most important awards in the United Kingdom. So all the world is starting to know who he was. Under all of this, he thinks that he was the lost and forgettable member of One Direction because the management team don't let Louis to sing a lot of solos in songs because they hate that he wasn't enough talented. So he took the opportunity to, instead of sing more solos, he started to write the band songs. So he wrote some of the most popular songs of One Direction and some of them hits, like Best Song Ever, Story of My Life, Strong, or Right Now. Although One Direction popularity, they decided to take a break in 2016, one year after Zayn Malik left the band. All the bosses started to take him their own ways, and Louis wasn't the exception. He took a little bit more because he really believes that One Direction come back soon. But Louis' solo career. Louis released his first solo song on 2016. This song title was Just Hold On, and it's a collaboration with the American DJ Steve Aoki. Just Hold On reached number 1 in iTunes in 40 different countries and number 2 in the UK single charts. Moving on 2017, Louis released 3 more songs. The first one was the song Back to You, featuring with Bebe Rexha. This song reached the number 10 in iTunes in UK and the number 3 in the single worldwide. Also, he released 2 more songs that was Miss You and Just Like You. At 2018, he won the Best Solo Breakout at 2018 in the iHeartRadios. He also served as judge in the X Factor for the X Factor 15 season, and he won the season with his contest, Dalton Harris. At 2019, he released 4 more songs. The first one was titled Two of Us, and after a little break, he released the second one that is titled Kill My Mind. Then he released a single titled We Made It and Don't Let It Break Your Heart that were released in November and October respectively. And finally, in 2020, he released his first solo album called Walls. In this album, we can find 12 different songs, in which ones we can find some of his most popular songs, like Only the Brave, Don't Let It Break Your Heart, or Two of Us. Walls was released on January 31, 2020, and it became number 1 in iTunes in 25 different countries. This year, he also dropped dates from his first solo artist tour around the world, but he had to reschedule the most of the dates because the pandemic, and so he just made one virtual concert of December 12th of the same year, and he sold over 150,000 tickets. In August 2021, he made a free concert titled Away From Home Festival in London, and to that concert attended over 10,000 people, and also they streamed the concert on September 4 like a behind-the-scenes documentary. And finally, let's talk about 2022. And this is a really important year for Louis because he made him first solo artist world tour, which is called Louis Tomlinson World Tour. So, well, he had to reschedule the concert dates, and he rescheduled to 22. So the last year he made him first world tour as solo artist, and he made a solo in all the countries. He also dropped his second album, which is called Fade in the Future. This album was released on November 11 of 2022, and this album is made with 16 different songs. In these songs we can find hits like Writing All Over Your Face, Be Great Than Me, or Silver Tongues. 2023 is not far behind. This year Louis announced a documentary about him live. This documentary title is All of Those Voices, and it will be released on March 22. And of course this is not everything about Louis Tomlinson. He had a lot of things that we should talk, but I really can't spend the whole day talking about him, and we don't want to. So we think that this is enough information for you. For now, you can recognize him like the artist that he is, and not just like a boy who was in One Direction. Don't do that. I hope that you enjoyed this little informative class talking about Louis Tomlinson, and just continue enjoying of the program. Just Late Show every Friday at 8 p.m. See you later. Wow, that's an amazing report. For be honest, there are a lot of things that I don't know, but how interesting. Wait a second. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, you won't believe that. Right now, some reports tell me that Louis Tomlinson is arriving here right now. Louis Tomlinson on Late Show Studio.
Hi, I'm Louis Tomlinson.
Hey, how are you? How do you feel today?
You know what I mean? I'm alright, guys. Do you know what I mean? Do I not look alright?
Oh yeah, sorry for that. So, what do you tell us about your new album, Fade in the Future?
Yeah, I do feel really good about it. Definitely feel a lot better this time round. Almost like whatever happens, like, because the first record I was kind of just chasing what I thought I needed to do.
Yeah.
Whereas with this one, you know, regardless of how it does really, I feel like it sums me up as an artist, so it's kind of, it's better that way around.
Are you excited for the new tour? Because, well, I know that you have the new tour, and then your movie, the documental of all of those voices. What do you feel about it?
Every single time I come off stage, sound check, rehearsals, gig, I ask the question, and I say to Helena, whoever else, my boys, or my girlfriend, or whatever it is, like, how was it? And do you know what the irony in that is? It doesn't matter what they say, because I've already made my mind up in my head. I'm like, alright, well, but the reason today was different, the reason I mentioned that is because even with doubt, man, and it's fucking, it can be at the forefront of your mind, I trust Helena implicitly. She can tell me after a gig, you smashed it. And I'm trying to read between lines, I'm looking at her in the eye, I'm thinking like, would you shoot like... Today, she was fucking crying, man. Honestly, I could well up fucking talking about it. I did that makes me proud, man. The reason it was fucking unbelievable was, yes, because I played the music and I sang some shit, but more importantly, that we all are in the same room with the same idea, the same intention, the same feeling. And that, more than anything, is what I come away from these situations feeling, just this togetherness, man. Do you know what I mean? And that is what makes me feel like I can take on the fucking world, because if I've got these lot behind me, who the fuck's gonna stop us? Do you know what I mean?
Do you want to say something from all your fans in the audience of Late Show?
Honestly, I often say, you know what I mean, I bet most artists sit in the sofa and they say they've got amazing fans, but honestly, I think I got some extra special people. They are like super dedicated and super loyal.
Oh, you know, it's not Late Show without this special section. So, Louis, sorry, you're the guest. Okay, So we dare you to make an outfit with everything you can find here, okay? You have only 1 minute and I'm starting now!
Few moments later.
Oh my god, that's something that Sam Smith will wear. No. Just no.
Very funny. On.
And what's the last message that you want to say from our audience from Lately's show today?
Trust yourself and trust your gut, because you know, those things are important, and nobody understands you better than you.
We love you, Louis.
I need you need me, and I fucking.
Well, thank you for being here with us today. We appreciate it a lot. So this was Lately's show, now with Noelle. Don't forget to continue seeing this channel for more interviews. And our next guest will be Taylor Swift. James Corden will be missing a couple of months, but now don't forget to see Lately's show with Noelle. For this channel at 8 p.m. every Friday. See you later! You just telling me that you just kidnapped James Corden from anything? I didn't kidnap anybody.
We have a bleep button. It's okay.
Okay, there we go.
totally just
Good.
bleeped Louis.
Okay,
It's all right.
Great. Yes.
Sorry for that you have to put up with my schizophrenia at 3 a.m. in the morning. 18 months! 18 months of hiatus! Well, Niall doesn't know how to speak spelling hiatus, and Louis doesn't know anything about mathematics. So, I forget the guion.